How's it going, viewers? They call me TheWildKratos, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Liquid Diviniums. Is purchasing Liquid Diviniums worth it, or is it not? Now, before I get really into what I did and how I really went about this, I'm a huge zombies fan, as you can tell. If you look, I'm all around my channel. I have zombies content everywhere. Zombies, I've been playing it since World at War. This addition that they've added to zombies, I think, is amazing. They allowed you to actually work for something in zombies if you wish to, like actually work for something. They have a leveling system, and they give you a currency in order for you to get stuff for future games that you can use to help you, or help you in an Easter egg, or to get some ammo if you need it, or something along those lines. When I first got into it, or the Liquid Diviniums, getting them, of course, it was kind of hard because they had it set to a 3 limit per game, and then they added the COD points. I was kind of skeptical about the COD points. And the first time I ever purchased COD points, it was right towards supply drop, and I immediately regretted buying the supply drops. I only purchased about 3 of them. I got nothing out of it, of course, but but when I came across the sale for Liquid Diviniums, I said, you know, I'll purchase Liquid Diviniums because I play zombies. I'll actually use the Gobblegums. I will actually use it. I'm not gonna sit there and not use it. For instance, specialist gear for like the Tempest when I only use Spectre. I'm not gonna, like, that's useless to me. So I went ahead, bought $20 worth of Liquid Divinium, which in this case, because it was half off, it came out to be $72. And what I did in this little experiment, I took the 72 Gobblegums. I only spun a 1 vat the whole time out of all 72, and I wanted to tally how many Gobblegums I would get out of the 72, and what Gobblegum majority would I would get. So, for instance, would I get the majority of Mega, or Ultra Mega, or Ultra Rare Mega? So, now I'm going to say, first off, I did not get a single Liquid Divinium out of this, so this is all just the straight 72 that I purchased. Out of the 72 that I purchased, and only using the single vat, I got 96 Gobblegum. So that's 24 more than the Liquid Divinium I already purchased. This is where it's gonna get a little, like, kind of shocking. Because if you hear some of the rumors out there that people have said, people say, well, you need to purchase COD points in order to get the good stuff out of the vats, or you need to do all this, or if you spin the 1 vat, you get the better stuff. Well, I did the 1 vat, and out of the 1 vat, I got, now this is tallying each category of Gobblegum. Again, Mega, Ultra Mega, and Ultra Rare Mega. Out of the 96 Gobblegums I received, 64 were Megas. This is your average Gobblegums, or your average Mega Gobblegums, not the ones you start out with, but the ones that you can get out of this. This is like the low side of the Gobblegums. Out of the 96, 24 were Ultra Megas. This is like the medium stuff. This is your Killjoy, your Cashback, that kind of stuff. And for Ultra Rare Megas, out of the 96, only 8 of them were Ultra Rare Megas. Now, when I mentioned before, people and rumors, people have said that, I've said this, that if you purchase the COD points, you get the better stuff. Well, right here, this is not the case. I purchased 2,400 COD points, and because it was half off, 9 Diviniums was 300 COD points. So that's 72 Diviniums total. And now out of my 72, I only got eight really, really good ones, and 24 that are like, alright, I can deal with this. This is pretty nice. This is probably for a high round attempt or something like that. But the majority was meh. And from talking to people who've said this, they said that if you just play the game regularly, you get the majority of the bad stuff. Now, this is where I beg to differ, because out of this, I've only received, out of the 72, I only received 3 Perkaholics. 3. When I was just playing a regular game, not purchasing COD points at all, I received about 6 Perkaholics. And this was over a course of like maybe a week of playing. And I mean, yeah, that's just a week of playing, but the difference is you can get the better stuff just by playing the game. Essentially, I think it's kind of the opposite per se, or it could be all just luck. I mean, these VAT spins could have just been what it was, and that was the odds of getting that crawl space or fatal contraption, because I did get a lot of those doing this. And the other thing is when you purchase the COD points for the Liquid Divinium, it kind of feels like, and you get mainly the megas. Now, say you're an average zombies player, and or you're not really average, but you play multiplayer and zombies. You're not really big into zombies, but you just play it to play it, and you purchase about, say, the same amount I do to see if you can get the better Gobblegums. This, for you, would probably be very disappointing, because the majority of what you get would be Mega Gobblegums, which is the regular basic Billy stuff. I mean, the aftertaste I think aftertaste should probably be an Ultra Mega Gobblegum, not a Mega, because of what it can do. But again, back onto what I was saying. But that's for someone who doesn't really play zombies too often. They just play zombies every so often, yada yada yada, and they also play multiplayer. Now, for someone like me, these numbers that I've presented before, and what I've received for instance, the 64 megas, the 24 ultra megas, and the 8 ultra rare megas, that for the zombie fan, probably, well, not saying all zombies fans, but for me personally, that's satisfying, because almost every Gobblegum is useful in a sense, and it doesn't really matter what you get out of the gumball machine, because you're going to use it, and it's going to be of use to you no matter what. I mean, yeah, there is some that are kind of iffy, on the edge of useful, not useful, but the majority of the Gobblegums are pretty useful, especially when you're trying to do the Easter eggs. Now, take Who's Keeping Score, for an example. Without that, I don't know where half of my Easter eggs would go. That's your point rack. You're racking up so much points with that Who's Keeping Score just right there, and you can open up all the doors and get the power on by round 1. So I mean, that's only Easter eggs, though. I mean, if you're doing it for high rounds, I can see how it's cheap, and that I can see it be an argument, but I'm talking about for Easter eggs, the huge zombies fans, that sort of thing. Overall, though, I will say that I think for the majority of COD players, purchasing Liquid Divinium was probably not worth it, but for the zombies fan, it's worth it. Now, that's my conclusion to the whole buying Liquid Divinium situation. Now, I want to talk about one more rumor before this ends. I've heard people say you get the better stuff out of the 1 VAT. Again, I'd like to beg to differ, because I just got 64 megas out of the regular single 1 VAT, so I don't know. I mean, I do know you do get more aftertaste, but you don't get the majority of the good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have anything to say, leave it down in the comments below. Please keep it peaceful. And I'll see you guys in a future video, future live stream. I think I might even do an attempt on Zetsumo no Shima again. This will be my final attempt, I swear to God. I'm not going to get salty. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.